how significant in the context of the season could a cup run be for both sort of a bit of momentum and morale as well?
As I said there, any game you play, you want to win. We had a good cup run last year, and it's given us a taste for it. And if any game you win breeds confidence, no matter who you're playing. And I think the win at the weekend has definitely given a few lads confidence and stuff. And it's always good to have a cup run.
Particularly in testing circumstances as well, with a number of players still out due to COVID-related matters and everything else. Just how disruptive has that been over the last few weeks as a group in terms of the squad and the training?
It's been strange, all right. It's obviously unknown times. A lot of clubs you see closing down, and then we obviously had a few cases. So yeah, it's been strange, all right. Kind of leading up to the Burnley game, it was kind of up in the air a bit, but as a professional, you just have to get on with it. You have to, get the head down and prepare for everything, and that's what we've been doing.
Is that the thing at the minute? Because it's not something that looks like it's particularly going to go away over the next few weeks. It's just trying to get used to it and essentially just adapting to another new normal.
Yeah, 100%. I think you said it there, another new normal. You just have to prepare and, make sure you're ready for all scenarios. I think we're lucky that we have our health and we're able to do our job. A lot of people up and down the country aren't able to go into work, and that can be very tough. So I think we got to appreciate what we have, and once it's safe and once we have our health, that's the main thing.
I mean, there's mixed views really on whether football should or shouldn't be continuing amid the pandemic, but some of the arguments for a sense of sort of community and what football actually means to people, and it can be a bit of escapism and an outlet, whilst other things around are particularly tough at the moment. Definitely,
yeah. I suppose if you went through the numbers of people who watch the games on telly, especially in lockdown, it's obviously huge, and it's a great outlet for a lot of people. Once it's safe to carry on, then that's the main thing, and you don't want to see anyone taking it anywhere and people getting ill from it. That's the last thing you want. But if we manage to keep it safe and everyone up and down the country is abiding by the rules, then I'm sure it can continue to be an outlet for a lot of people who are struggling.
How significant was that goal for Ollie Burke at the weekend? He's got plenty of plaudits for his performances this season, but to finally get that goal, that could be a real moment for him this year.
Yeah, it was brilliant for him. His pace is frightening, and I think you see as soon as Flecky played the ball through, he was clear, and to stick it in the back of the net, I'm sure is great for his confidence. He's been a great addition, and his pace has caused a lot of problems this year, and hopefully that goal can give him confidence now to go on and get another one.
And we've mentioned the COVID situation and a few players missing, but the flip side of that is it gives an opportunity for a few youngsters. Antoine Hackford came on the other week, Aaron Gordon was on the bench at the weekend. I mean, the experience of just being around the first team for those players will be massive for their careers, won't it?
Yeah, huge. I think back to when I was a young player, and you're always, when you're that age kind of and you're travelling with the first team, it's always a bit surreal and a bit of a buzz, and I can see it in the lads' faces, and they're on the bus and they're buzzing around the place. So yeah, it's always fantastic to see, and I suppose when they're training with you as well, you kind of want to set an example for them, and training is always a bit more edge to it when there's a few youngsters in there, because you want to show them the way, and I think it's brilliant. This football club has always produced good players, and it's great for the young lads who get their chance.
Do you feel a little bit of extra responsibility with some of the younger lads, both as one of the senior members of the squad at 28, but also as a captain and having a leadership role at the club?
I wouldn't say I feel any more responsible than all the lads. We all kind of try to take them under our wing, and to be fair, any young lads that have come up and trained, they've trained well, and their attitudes have been quite good, and it just shows the coaching and the grounding they're getting at the club is spot on.
100 appearances for the club now, John. What does that mean to you? I mean, it's not the 300 that Chris Basham's obviously just done, but it's a significant milestone, isn't it? And it's been quite a journey over the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's brilliant. The manager brought me here 2.5 years ago and put a lot of faith in me, and I've played a lot of games. Obviously, to hit the 100 is a really good milestone for myself. I haven't done it at any other club so far. So, no, it's been brilliant. We've had a great run. Obviously, signed in a championship. Getting up to the Premier League was fantastic, and I've seen the club just grow and grow. And the only kind of shame really is that we haven't had our fans for nearly a year now, and I suppose that's the best thing about the football club. The fans are unbelievable, and Bramall Lane, a lot of fond memories last season and the season before at Bramall Lane that'll stick with me forever.
I mean, you signed a long-term contract with the club fairly recently. Clearly the run this season isn't the way that you'll ever want, your time with Sheffield United to end. You mentioned the fans there. Do you feel like there's still a lot more to come with your journey at Sheffield United?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a tough season. There's no getting away from that. But we're not halfway through yet, and we just have to keep focusing on the next game. Every game in football is a chance to turn things and a chance to get 3 points, and that's all we can focus on. Can't look into the past, as I said. Can't look too far into the future. Just have to focus on the task in hand, and that's Newcastle United tomorrow.
Yep, over the next 4 games, you've got 3 of the top 5 coming up. Do you as a group need to remind yourselves of just some of the performances that you have done since coming up to the Premier League, and how well you have competed at times with the best in the division?
Yeah, and that doesn't only go for last year, it goes for this year too. We've had some tight games against the top teams, and we know that to come out on top in them games, it's all about the fine margins and being ruthless in both boxes. But we have belief in ourselves. We've got belief in each other, and the manager, the staff, we're all pulling in the same direction. So it's up to us to do the job on the training ground and do the job on the pitch where it counts.
And do you, individually and as a team, feel like you owe Newcastle one for last year? There was the VAR issue at Bramall Lane, then of course there was the soft booking that you got at St James's Park that led to the red card as well.
I wouldn't say we owed them one or anything. It's just another game, another team that we have to go out and try and get 3 points against. Last year, obviously, the home game, the VAR, and then sending off away, there was a couple of incidents, but they're a good team. They're a big club, established players, established manager, and they've shown how good they are. So we need to be on it, and I'm sure if we can bring our A game tomorrow, then we have a great chance of getting 3 points.